Hello, reviewers. Welcome to Mr. Who Views. Today we're in King of the Hill. Now, who's the dummy? And it's after Bobby performs an awful song by singing Friday Coming Courtin'. He meets this old performer named Jerry Popper. And Jerry tells Bobby his ventriloquist dummy Chip Block. And I think Bobby has the stuff to continue the act he used to do. And yeah, when Hank just finds out, he's just horrified. He thinks his son is playing with a doll. He's drinking a lot of beer at the alley at the time. And Peggy seems to like Chip after the dummy comment to her. But Dale, he is terrified. Yeah, there's scenes on a flashback when Dale was a kid as birthday party is that game a doll or a doll or something that'll kind of like a Chip, and yeah, every time he sees a Chip or Chip talks to him, he just runs away screaming. I guess he took a picture of Chip, and when he developed it, he just like I said, he just remembered his birthday and just ripped the picture. But then he put the picture right back together and put it on the target in his shooting range and hired Octavio take care of the dummy. Hank seems to be warming up to a Chip after they watched a football game. They even invited Bobby and Chip to drive a cart at the golf course after Dale left. And yeah, it seems like Hank prefers Chip over Bobby. And I do kind of get away after giving Hank and Chip their opinions on Adam Sandler. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Dale was actually observing Octavio, and Octavio was observing Bobby and that. And I kind of think about letting go of Octavio because what Dale was recording that Octavio was recording what he was doing and saying that leaves evidence. And you think that when he was going through his glove box, he was taking out a gun, but he was actually taking out a pen and piece of paper to fire Octavio there. You know. Bobby went to see Mr. Popper at Dolpho's home, and yeah, throughout he was hiding behind current, but he's convinced the nurses are seeing stuff. And he just asked Mr. Popper, like, do you ever feel like Chip overshadows him? And Mr. Popper said, of course he did. I did try to branch out from Chip, but the act didn't really work, and he just accepted his fate of being number two in the group. And that's when Bobby was about to get Chip and Hank just at the boys to bring him to the hardware store. So some of the guys here one of his presents. Yeah, Chip's gone, and her and Bobby there's a struggle. And at first, Hank didn't take it seriously, thinking it was part of his new act, but no. And yeah, they just uh, heard a noise and saw uh, Dale saw or a grind up get Chip. And he put the bandana on Chip's eyes, even though he earlier on when he was getting the stuff, he said it was a gagging bandana. And yeah, Dale's happy and saying they weren't able to put him back together since he put like a wooden chair and the toboggan in there. And that's when Hank about to beat his butt. Uh, Dale use chloroform on himself. Yeah. And yeah, Bobby's thinking that that's probably the best thing that the tip is gone. And you think Hank agrees, but then he's set to make a new chip. The one that can actually play football and has some of the like, physical features of some of the best players of the Dallas Cowboys, I think. Ugh. He made an arm that might be able to throw football. And when Bobby tried doing a Hank to really take him seriously, and he can't tighten his arm. Mm. And what else? Yeah, Peg just knows how upset Bobby is when he wants to watch a Ranger game with Hank, but Hank's too busy making the dummy, and Peg does try to get Hank to see that he needs to spend more time with Bobby, and Hank does tell her that the reason that he's making the second ship so they can spend more time with Bobby. So yeah, and yeah, Peg does drop some wisdom or just some guilt when he's saying to Hank that he could stay there playing with his doll and while he's at him, he can always make the wife that he wanted. And that's what Hank gets time thinking, and Peggy thinks they did like she can see it with her job, but she heard the drill again. And yeah, then Bobby came around wearing a Bills football jersey, thinking that Hank's gonna still have a chip two, be a football player, but he made it look like Bobby and Bobby's old sword when he was three on him. And yeah, even though Hank is a little upset that he has like two sons that are basically the same, he does so he does love Bobby, and yeah, Bobby and Chip 2 are just singing Froggy Coming Courtin'. And there's a good end credit scene where Dale's in his bunker or something, and he's trying to email Octavio to do a job for him, but not let him know it is Dale. And his alarm telling him that there's a perimeter breach, and yeah, it's the Bobby dummy, and Dale does freak out, uses chloroform again, so won't catch him, and yeah, throws a prank by Hank saying to the Bobbies that they're right about trying to do some bit of fun. Oh god. Yeah, I think this is a good episode. It has some funny moments in this. And I do think Chip is was kind of a good character. And yeah, this is one of the episodes where it shows Hank trying to either bomb at Bobby or just realizing that Bobby's as good way he is, even though he does Hank does say that the boy ain't right sometimes. And yeah, just seeing Dale freak out is pretty good. And I think this is one of the times where like probably the first time he hired Octavio or something. I can't really remember if it was the time before this, but hmm. And I just really like Octavio. And yeah, the part when Peg was making Hank feel guilty was also pretty good. One of the times I actually like the character. And the actor playing Jerry Popper was kind of entertaining too, but he seems a little out of sorts. But I don't know. And yeah, that's it. I was you. See you guys later, and just remember to like, subscribe, and check my Korean tab. And yeah, bye.